being honest. Like, I try to fix shit. This is a story.
A what?
This is not a knock on women. This is not a knock on any of that. This is a story about redemption. I'm healing one woman at a time.
Good job.
You welcome. You can have these pills, clear all that shit up. I want those pills. So, I called and ordered from India.
You ordered the pills, nigga?
I ain't gonna sit around and deal with nobody that I found is an attractive woman, just got a little small situation going on.
You're not finna sacrifice that.
I'm not gonna sacrifice that. Not when I can fix it. How many you want? I said 120. I said, what else you got? I got Viagra. Just stick with the pills from now on. Send those to me. Send me the pills.
This is so unprofessional.
So I had those pills and they'd been just sitting in my closet in my storage. Luckily for me, I was batting 100. Everybody was coming through clean. I'm on Instagram and this girl's been hitting. She's been hitting me for a minute. And she was like, hey, I didn't even know you smoke. We need to have a smoke session. Now she's a fitness chick. She catch me on the morning and I'm on one. Rocked up. She said, when we gonna have our session? Today. She said, when? I said, now. Pull up! She come over, she looking good. She got one of them long flow dresses on. It's 10:30 in the morning. 10:30. I said, I'm about to get some drink. You want some to drink? She was like, what you got? I was like, what you want? She was like, dark or white, it don't matter. I was like, just 10:30.
I love her.
No judgment. She was like, I don't want my mix. I was like, oh, it's 10:30. It's 10:30. God, you don't want nothing to mix it. The whole time I'm looking at her, I was like, this motherfucker, what she got under that dress? Then we sitting there vibe and she says, I think you're a cool guy. Like I did not come over to the I was like, ain't nothing but the respect. The man in me came out. What you got on under that dress? I couldn't help it, bro.
Right.
Like I just like to see some nasty shit every now and then. That don't mean I want to I just want to see some nasty shit.
But you asked her what's under the dress. Now I just want you to put your finger in it. Now I just want to touch it.
She stands up and pulls the dress up and lifts it over her f***ing head. Nothing but tits, ass, and motherhood. She says, can you see it now?
Now, guys, I'm gonna stop D-Lay right there. Y'all know I just recently covered a video with D-Lay, and as I said before, he is a great storyteller, and a lot of y'all be in the comments saying that he's capping. But before we get on to this next part of this, because I know you guys seen the title, one thing that he said that was very important, first of all, he's a celebrity, well-known comedian, and obviously he's a known person. So when you're well-known and you have status and clout, you don't have to do much. You have women hitting you up out of the blue wanting to spend time with you. You don't got to do all that convincing, doing a date and all this stuff like that. Like you said, she smokes, she's a fitness chick, has a nice body. I invite her over and she down to smoke and drink 10 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of y'all, that's normal. Came over there, flowing dress, no panties on. Most women don't. But one thing he said that was important, shout out to my man D Wiggs, there always has to be, when a woman says something like that, I'm not gonna do anything sexual, this, that, and the third. Cool, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You got two choices, you either get her up out of there or you need to let her know there's some type of sexual innuendo, which is what he said. Yo, what you got on under there? Sometimes you gotta hit a woman with that. That's how my man D Wiggs was like, yo, ask her what type of panties she got on. What you wearing under there? That way a woman knows that you're sexually attracted to her or interested in her instead of her just not knowing. But I'm gonna let him finish the story. Let's go.
I said ever so clearly. Ever so clearly. Now I'm on some shit. She already told me she didn't come over here for it. So now I'm about to bad bitch her. Fellas, you can bad bitch these women. I got a headache. Bad bitch them. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do nothing until she do something. Sitting down, we having great conversation, bro. It's like a really good vibe. She says to me, you mind if I get another drink? I was like, oh no, sure. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring the bottle over.
This is psychological warfare, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm bad bitching her. You gotta make the move on the dick. I got plant-based dick. This ain't no regular dick. Yeah. PBD, plant-based dick. You gotta come get it. She stands up and like, she says, excuse me. No, one of those excuse me, like acknowledge me, stop me, like I'm about to go to the bathroom, but I'm really not. I'm just putting myself in front of you so you can do something to me. So she said, excuse me. And I was like, okay, excuse. So I touched her hips. She grabbed my hand. What are you doing? I didn't do nothing. I did nothing. She lifts it up. When she lifts it up, I smell something. I have discovered something.
Yeah, what is this?
what is this? She was like, what are you talking about? I said, you've been having sex unprotected. What are you talking about? I said, you have a smell.
Can you imagine?
How are you going to introduce these pills to these women? I need to hear the line that precedes here's a pill for that.
She was like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. I said, I know it is. She was like, are you serious? I said, I'm 100% sure something's wrong down there. Something is definitely wrong.
This I'm sure.
But don't worry, I got you. So I ran to my closet. Thank you, Indian people. 7 pills. And I went raw. I put on my raw. She don't know what it was. Raw pills. You know something's wrong, and I'm trying to give you a remedy. What you gonna take? I don't know. Nah. I need you to take 1 a day. Thank you so much. I owe you. I said, of course you owe me. I need to suck your I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
Now to the women that's watching this, you're probably like, oh, he's so disgusting. He's still, if a woman smells, he's still gonna try and get a Lewinsky? Yeah. But this is one thing that's shocking, and one thing that I hate, and one thing that a lot of men gamble on when they're dealing with women, especially it's really bad when you come across a really attractive woman and she has that going on. And as a man, I've had to tell women this, and it's not the easiest thing to do, especially if you want to, like you said, he wants to deal with this chick. And that is the worst thing ever. But my thing is, I always wonder how women don't know. Like, it's crazy to me how you don't smell yourself. Like, when you putting on your clothes, when you get out the shower, you don't check yourself. I was in a relationship with a woman. She would constantly check herself. She would do the test with her hands, her fingers, and she would smell it and see what's going on. But I don't know how a lot of y'all women just don't smell it. Just like people who stink. How do you not know that you don't stink? Or that you got bad breath? That's what I don't understand. Do you not have a sense of smell? I know people don't have a sense of smell. I've met people that don't have a sense of smell. But that is crazy. Now, there's a lot of things that can cause that, obviously. The pH level being off, having BV, having trick, all that different stuff like that. And I'm not saying it's always from having unprotected, as he said. It could be something you're wearing, could be something you're eating, but a lot of times it is something that you're eating, ladies. And it could be, again, from dirty men or men that's sleeping with multiple women, but you got some women that do this that are professional 304s that do this for a living, right? And they don't have those issues. So it says a lot about a woman. And I know it's got to be embarrassing for a man to tell you that. And I've had to tell women that. But some dudes, dirty D dudes, will proceed to smash and keep smashing. And you got all that funk going on. And it's just like, you just can't go on doing that, man. It's really nasty. And fellas, you have to tell a woman that. And I'm glad he told her right off the rip. He said I was batting 100, women coming in and out. But that's one thing that's heartbreaking when you spend all that money taking a woman on a date, whining and dining her, and you get down to business and you encounter that. That is enough to make you livid. So fellas, because these ladies, a lot of times they don't seem to know that they got this issue. Fellas, you have to tell these women. You have to tell them so that they can fix it for the next guy. Right. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Have you ever experienced something like this? Ladies, has a man had to tell you? And I know all y'all ladies watching this are going to be like, JR, that's not me. What's wrong with these women? And you probably one of those women. And you talking all this, but you probably one of those. Well, I've never heard any complaints. That's probably because he doesn't know how to tell you. Or maybe he likes the funk. I don't know. Anyway, comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.